In this session, we're going to take a look at the My Designs functionality for the design base. To get started with that, we'll have to come over here to Manage My Art. We'll go ahead and click on this, and then we'll go to Manage Art. Now, I've already activated my design base. Now, if you've purchased the product from advancedtshirts.com, you'll find over here that you have an Enter Activation Code button. That is not activated here because I entered mine already, but once you purchase, you will receive an email with the activation code, then you can activate this functionality in the design base. One of the things you will be able to do is you'll be able to work with up to 25 designs, but it won't accept any more than 25 designs unless you purchase and enter your activation code. Now here we want to manage our files, and before we can manage our categories, we're going to need to add some files. Now, we've got a couple of different things here. You can see here we can create a category just by clicking on Add. Now if I come down here and I create a category, and we'll just call that Baseball, and then I save that, I now have a category, and I can add designs to a category by selecting them and then just pushing them back into that category. If I want to add more designs, all I have to do is come up here and click on Add New Files. I can go to my Baseball Designs folder, and I could come through here and I'll just hit Control A to select everything and then select Open, and this will be automatically processed into your design base. Now this is going to take a minute to process because what the design base is doing is it's opening each file, it's creating the thumbnails for the previews, and storing them into the database so that when you go to the My Art tab in the design base, you're going to have your designs saved in your categories. Now, when you think about this, you'll now have the ability to take any art you have from any source and add it to your design base and very quickly, easily access that directly through the design base. Now, I've got 60 designs that I'm processing here. Now, the designs, as they're processed, will show up under the My Art. Then you can go into your categories, and you can select which designs you want to put into which category. So you could have multiple categories, and you can also have subcategories under your categories working with the My Art function. So you could have a category that was baseball, and you could have several different teams, say some of your local high schools. You could have your Westville baseball and your Bulldogs baseball or what have you in your category, subcategories under your baseball. Or you could set up subcategories for your high schools and then start storing things like their designs and their mascots and things like that in the subcategories. So now we can see we've processed all the designs. There's actually 60 designs that we added. We had one design loaded when we opened the system. And we can see all of the designs here under the Manage Art tab. Now let's go to the Manage Categories tab. Now here I've got Select a Category, and I'm going to come down to Baseball. You can see I've already added one design there. Let's say I want to add a subcategory, and we'll just call this Baseball Bats. And these will be designs with baseball bats. Go ahead and select Save. Now I'm going to take this category, have this selected, and I'm just going to come through here and I'll start selecting, left click, the designs that have the crossed baseball bats in them. And then I can just click on Add here, and those will be in that category. Now if I go back to Manage My Art, you'll see that all of my art is here, and you'll always have all of your designs here, and you'll have to go through them and add them as you need to. But I'm going to go ahead and close here, and then I'm going to go to My Designs, and you can see that I have all categories here, which is all of my designs, and I also have my category, which is baseball, and I also have my subcategory, which is baseball bat design. So you can see very powerful functionality for managing your art, your designs, your templates, your media assets, even your own comps for that matter, textures, what have you, can be entered into the design base through the My Art functionality from advancedtshirts.com, making it very easy for you to get to the art files that you want to be working with and having very quick, easy access to coming directly out of CorelDRAW. Now, if you want to remove some designs, you go to My Art here, and you could select designs that you want to remove, and you can select Delete or Remove Selected, etc. So there's a lot of functionality in here. Once you get into an experiment with it, you'll see just how easy it is to use, and how easy it is that with Design Base you can take all of your art assets that you're using and just set them up in the Design Base, and you have very quick, easy access to them through the Design Base My Art or My Designs functionality. We'll go ahead and wrap here, and we'll see you in our next video.